This is Adam Miller, your movies correspondent and associate producer for The RPM Show. And today I'm going to tell you about a movie called 127 Hours. Now, this movie is about Aaron Ralston, and it's based on a true story, a true guy. Aaron Ralston, who's played by James Franco, who is best known as Harry Osborn from the Spider-Man movies, is a trekker who's trekking across the canyons, deserts of Utah. Now, what happens is he gets trapped in a crack that he's crawling in by a boulder that's got his arm pinned to the rock. And of course, he can't get out. So the 127 hours, which is the title, relates to the time that he spent trapped in there. Now, the movie is directed by Danny Boyle, this is his follow-up to his Oscar-winning movie Slumdog Millionaire. Now, this movie, I think, is up for a number of Oscars, including Best Actor, Director, and Best Picture. So now, as far as Best Actor goes, now James Franco did a phenomenal job in this movie. He made the role, made it believable, and it was phenomenal. You really felt that he really did his time in researching this guy and really kind of wanted to put himself in that situation. So he did a phenomenal job. Now, as far as James Franco being the best actor of the year, now my vote still goes with Colin Firth for The King's Speech. Now, I would actually consider it at this point James Franco in the second man running. In other words, he's basically the runner-up. If Colin Firth doesn't win, if James Franco wins instead of Colin Firth, I wouldn't be upset either way. But my vote still goes with Colin Firth. Now, with that being said, the movie itself is great. I think it's one of the best that I've seen of 2010, and so it's definitely a one that I'm hoping to get on my top 10 list. Now that we are still going to have our year in review on the RPM show, so stay in tune for that. Now the movie does contain a few scenes that are rather not for the faint of heart, including the climax when you actually see how he got himself out. Now, I will spare you the detail if you don't know, you want to remain in suspense, but if you do know, then you know what that climax is. So, I will not spoil anything here for you. Now, I just want a word of warning for those of you who do intend to see it in the near future. That there are scenes that are very unsettling and may kind of disturb you a little bit. But however, when you think of the situation, I'm sure that myself and I'm sure anybody who would see that movie would know that if you were in that situation, if you were in his shoes, would you have done the same thing? So that's a question that I should pose to anybody who sees this movie and, thinks that way. And who's definitely kind of turned off by the climax of the movie. Now, I want to know what you think. Was 127 hours worth it, or was it not? And so I really want to know what you think. So email me at adam@therpmshow.com, and also the usual rundown. Check out the website, therpmshow.com, and check out our links on Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, Hub Pages, Blueberry, and of course, download streamed podcasts of our shows on iTunes. So until next time, when I bring another review, I will see you next time at the movies. So stay tuned. And keep in mind, the Oscars are coming up, so stay tuned for that. We've got a lot to talk about, and watch my video on my predictions on the Oscars. So until then, the Oscars are in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned and keep alert.